Hey guys, well, crap on a stick, calling for frost. Wah, wah, wah. So today's frost day. It's weird though because the temperature should go down about 43, 44 degrees. We'll probably go a little bit towards 40, but it's already been actually lower than that several nights, like 37, 36 degrees, and it didn't frost. So, but we're gonna take precautions. So what happens when frost is coming? It is the end of August. It totally could happen. It's not super surprising. Does it suck? Frick yeah, it does, because look at this. I still have so much going on. Look at these tomatoes I still have. There is just an endless bounty of tomatoes and so many peppers and wonderful things going on here that have not had time to ripen because we have had a lot of cool nights. It was like, weather patterns are really fun to try to keep up with, but always pay attention to the weather and see what's going on. And you can feel it once you start to really pay attention. You can kind of feel it. So what do we do that a frost is coming on? First, we're gonna pray, right? Because we just gotta pray, and then we always know that God provides. Second, we are harvesting things that could be harvested or close. So things like all these tomatoes. And look at that's still not that many tomatoes for me when you plant over 250 plants. We've got all those different kinds of peppers. So any type of tomato that is blushing, you can go ahead and pick. And that just means turning red from green. So even if it's just a little bit, that's all you need. Now it's not sun ripened or anything like that, but that's okay. It's still going to turn red. And then in the morning, before the sun is even peeking through the clouds, I will get up really early and turn on the sprinklers. This is a really large garden, so it won't cover the whole thing. So I have a couple eggplants that I will put a bucket over as well. So if you don't have a sprinkler set up, then just go ahead and do buckets. You could do tarps. You could do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the things that you need to do. Get that. You want to get it before the sun hits it, because once that sun hits it, it'll start to then burn all that cold onto the plants, and boy, it'll take you won't notice it right away when your plants get frosted, but that next day after, you're like, whoa, they look terrible. I have some really bad cucumbers, and a lot of a lot of these plants, they look really bad. Just because, well, there's probably some blight on there. And then there's definitely all these cold nights, just signaling the garden. But this is what happens every year. It's not surprising. Don't freak out. Does it suck? Again, yes, it does suck. But it is what happens, and it's just kind of like how the seasons go, especially if you live in a colder climate. It's very extreme, and here we are. We're heading into winter. This is what happens. But look at these guys behind me. They look terrible, don't they? They do not like the warm or the cool nights by far. So pray, turn on your sprinklers, cover things up if you need to, and that's it. And then harvest all the stuff that you think is harvestable. Anything that is close to being ready or ready. Don't harvest tiny peppers and stuff like that, or super, super green tomatoes. They'll just never turn into anything good, and that's kind of just a waste of energy and time and resources. So get the good stuff, protect that, then turn on the sprinkler to help with what you can. Cover up stuff. So I've repeated that several times just to get it in. Make sure you take care of stuff when that frost advisory has happened. And then I'll report back tomorrow. I'll do a post to see if it actually did frost or not here. But the garden has done so well. It's done extraordinary. I just haven't been able to harvest everything because it puts so much energy into growing and fruiting, which is amazing. Now I just need that little bit more time to get everything to ripen up for me. Nothing more is really going to grow that much more. I just need things to finish ripening up so we can get going. So here we go. Let's take a look at the garden. Pre-frost, end of August. Time to rock, babies. God bless, guys.